Hello guys, welcome to the session on top 5 current affairs of the day. So let's start with the first topic, National Industrial Corridor Development Program and Fire Corridors. तो इसमें फायर कॉरिडोर्स इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाते हैं. व्हाट आर दीज? बेसिकली these are freight industrial development, railway and expressway corridors. This is for integrated infrastructure development, right? So basically this was in news. The progress under this was reviewed and fire corridors were emphasized. So let's look at NICDP and NICDC. What is basically NICDP? It is National Industrial Corridor Development Program. It is a flagship initiative जिसमें greenfield industrial cities and economic corridors develop किए जाते हैं for the industries, right? So it aims to create an integrated industrial ecosystem. Now next, NICDC. It is the implementing institution for these industrial corridors and associated nodes, right? So this is basically about these two things. And NICDC, it functions as a special purpose vehicle under DPIIT, right? Moving next about fire corridors. So this can come in prelims and mains as well. पूछ सकते हैं कि what are these? So these are basically freight, industrial development, railways and expressways. Integrated growth of these four components is the fire corridor approach. This is to ensure industrial growth and transport infra are planned in a single interconnected system, right? So जो PM Gati Shakti program है, that is also in sync with such multimodal infrastructure planning schemes. Moving next, we'll look at some supporting initiatives. Industrial Park Rating System. This is developed by DPIIT to access industrial parks on key parameters. These are some of the parameters, and it helps to identify gaps and drive continuous improvement. Next is multimodal logistic hubs. These are developed to improve movement and aggregation of freight, right? Some key projects are given. This can be used as examples in mains also. Then we have role in industrial corridors. This enhances first and last mile connectivity, warehousing, storage facilities and efficient multimodal freight movement. So this is about the first topic, National Industrial Corridor Development Program and the fire corridors. Moving next, we have 12th BRICS Environment Ministers Meeting. So India has hosted this meeting in New Delhi, and it was chaired by Union Minister Bhupendra Yadav. This is a PIB news from 18th August. So key facts about the meeting. This was held under the theme of Building for Resilience, Innovation, Cooperation and Sustainability. And it has identified 4 priority areas. First is promoting sustainable lifestyles. Second is afforestation, forest fire management and disaster resilience. Third is circular economy. Fourth is adaptation. Right, this is basic about the meeting. Then India's initiatives that were highlighted. Mission Life was highlighted at the meeting, and Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam. This was also highlighted as examples of ecological restoration with public participation and community ownership. This is some overview about the 2 schemes. You can give it a reading. Next we have some basic idea about BRICS. So BRICS was formalized in 2006. South Africa joined in 2010 and it led to the formation of BRICS. Earlier there were 4 members: Brazil, Russia, India and China. Now inaugural summit, some facts about the inaugural summit and some new members that were the recent additions. And you must know that India is holding this chairship for the 4th time in 2026. Earlier it was in 12, 16, 21, right? So just have a basic idea. It can come as a fact in prelims. Now you should also know about the New Development Bank headquartered in Shanghai. This is a BRICS mechanism for financial inclusion. Then we have membership. Founding members are given, and then new members that were recently added. So these type of infographics will help you to remember more. So just give it a just quick scanning, and you'll be good to go. Now significance is given. Just give it a reading briefly, and some key facts for prelims. Moving next, we have the third article, Electronics Components Manufacturing Scheme. So the government approved 31 fresh proposals under the scheme with an investment of 7877 crore. This was the basic news. Now looking at the scheme, it is a scheme of the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and it is a self-sustaining electronics component ecosystem building scheme. So basic aim is this, and it supports the manufacturing of these particular components. So next we have, it helps to integrate with the global value chains, and obviously reduce the import dependency on China. So this is a basic idea about the scheme. Then we have the latest progress. 31 fresh proposals were approved under the scheme, and not really relevant for prelims, but you can just have an idea कि अभी recently क्या न्यूज़ में चल रहा है. This can be important for you. So there, in the India's electronic production, there was a 6-fold increase from this to this. So just have a basic idea of this. Then related schemes and policy frameworks we'll just see. So this ECMS scheme operates under the National Policy on Electronics 2019, and it had the target of USD $400 billion in domestic electronics manufacturing turnover, and production of 1 billion mobile handsets, and generating around 1 crore jobs. Right, so this is about the national policy on electronics. Now impact is given. It can be relevant for mains. Some quick pointers are given. And electronic sector benefits from 100% FDI under the automatic route. Right, some key facts for prelims, just go through them. Then we have the fourth article, NMC's One Nation One License framework for the doctors. Right, so key proposals we'll just see. A unique identification number will be given to every doctor, who will be registered with the State Medical Council linked to the National Medical Register. Now after every 5 years you will have to go for a renewal, and if you miss this renewal within 3 months of expiry, the license status will be inactive. So just these basic facts, they can come in prelims, so just have a basic idea. Now how One Nation One License works. Register with the State Medical Council. UI is generated and linked to the NMR, National Medical Register. Update credentials and eligible to practice anywhere in India. So the core principle is one doctor, one UID, one license, one India. Right, some benefits are given. And you should also know about the National Medical Commission. It was established under the National Medical Commission Act of 2019, and it replaced the Medical Council of India. Right, so then we have the National Medical Register. What this is a central digital database of all registered medical practitioners in India. Right, so this is again maintained under the NMC Act of 2019. Next we have the last article for the day. This is FCNR deposits and RBI's Forex swap facility. So RBI advanced the deadline for banks to mobilize FCNR deposits under the special Forex swap facility, and this has attracted around 56 billion in total inflows. So अब इस स्कीम के बारे में देख लेते हैं what this is. So it allows NRIs to keep fixed deposits in India in freely convertible currencies like US dollar etc. for 1 to 5 years. Unlike FCNR-A, where RBI bore exchange rate risk, in this the bank bears the exchange rate risk. Right, so this is a basic difference, and RBI bears the full hedging cost, enabling the banks to offer higher attractive interest rates to NRI depositors. Right, so there are some key facts about the current increase in the inflows related to this scheme. Right, so might not come in prelims, but these facts can be used in mains answer writing. So just pick 2 to 3 facts which you are comfortable with, and you can use them in your economy answers. So this is basic idea about how the Forex swap facility works, and then about the scheme, why it is important. It helps to strengthen the balance of payments by attracting long-term Forex inflows. Some key facts for prelims are given, and then you can go through these in order to clear your concepts related to FCNRB. Right, so thank you for attending the session, and try not to miss future sessions also, as we'll try to cover most important 5 articles for the day in a very short span of time using infographics, which will help you to create a pictorial memory. Thanks.